Ladies and gentlemen, President Tsai Ing-wen has arrived.
「国家交响乐团，也就是台湾爱乐，今年4月将陆续前往美国与日本进行国际巡演。
The National Symphony Orchestra, also known as Taiwan Philharmonic, will be beginning their international tour this April, visiting the U.S. and Japan.
今天我们很荣幸能够邀请他们来到总统府。
It is an honor for us to invite them to the presidential office today.
现在就让我们一起聆赏国家交响乐团这次国际巡演的曲目之一《美浓之道》。
Now let us listen to one of the pieces they will be performing on their international tour, Dao of Meinong.
谢谢国家交响乐团所带来的优美乐音，相信透过这次的巡回演出，可以将台湾最精湛、最温暖的乐音传递给观众，让世界看到台湾坚实的文化软实力。
Thank you very much for your moving performance. We believe that during the tour, the NSO will be able to deliver Taiwan's most excellent and heartwarming music to people all around the world, demonstrating Taiwan's strong cultural soft power.
接下来，请总统跟大家说几句话。
Now we would like to invite President Tsai to deliver her remarks.
我们 Jim Marco 音乐总监抗力，我们高志尚董事长，郭文成执行长，我们 NSO 的伙伴林佳龙秘书长、史哲部长，还有我们李秘书长，我们各位同仁，欢迎大家来到总统府，也非常谢谢大家带来这么优美的演出。这首《美容之道》就是我们李元珍老师以客家元素创作出来的作品，透过大家的演出，为总统府这座100年建筑增添了许多艺术的气息。国家交响乐团将在4月启程，进行国际巡演。这是疫情后，也是我们国际知名的指挥家 Jim Marco 音乐总监就任后 NSO 第一次的海外巡演。这次也是我们台湾国家交响乐团第一次受邀到美国的 John Kennedy 表演艺术中心以及林肯表演艺术中心演出，创下新的里程碑。接下来，大家会在美国和日本以来自台湾 From Formosa 为主题，向世界展现台湾的文化实力。NSO 除了将演出经典的古典乐曲，也会诠释台湾音乐的作品，包括刚才的《美容之道》，还有陈可嘉老师特别在这次巡演创作的《潮生潮落》，也会在这一次进行全球的首演，让海外的乐迷欣赏台湾的音乐。我相信大家都会很期待。借着今天的机会，我要谢谢 NSO 过去30多年来代表台湾走访世界各地，举办一场又一场的精彩的表演。这不仅提升了台湾的国际的能见度，也引领国内音乐艺术以及民众走进音乐厅的风潮。此外 ，NSO 也努力培养、发掘更多的年轻一代的音乐人才， 并且持续的走入校园，偏乡演出，把音乐艺术的种子在各个领域扎根，为更多的民众带来丰富多元的音乐飨宴。NSO 是国家级的乐团，谢谢大家把台湾的音乐、台湾的文化带到世界各地。我们一起继续努力，让台湾的声音在国际上被更多人听到。谢谢。
Maestro June Merkel, Music Director of the National Symphony Orchestra, and Mrs. Anita Susanne Merkel. Mr. Henry Gao, Chairman of the National Performing Arts Center. Ms. Guo Wenchen, Executive Director of the NSO. Members of the NSO. Secretary General to the President, Lin Jialong. Minister of Culture, Shi Zhe. Dear colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Presidential Office, and thank you for such a beautiful performance just now. The work we just heard, Dao of Meinong, is a piece by Ms. Li Yuanzhen, composed using Hakka elements. Your rendition has added a new layer of artistic charm to this century-old building. The NSO is launching its latest international tour in April. This will be its first overseas tour since the outbreak of the COVID-19 pandemic and since Maestro Merkel became music director. In a new milestone, this is also the first time that the NSO has been invited to perform at the John F. Kennedy Center for the Performing Arts and the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts in the United States. Afterwards, the NSO will continue to show the world Taiwan's cultural prowess through performances in other cities in the United States and Japan on the theme of From Formosa. In addition to the classical canon, the NSO will also be presenting works by Taiwanese composers, including the piece we just listened to, Dao of Meinong. Ms. Chen Kejia has also created a work entitled Ebbs and Flows, especially for this tour, allowing overseas music lovers to enjoy the inaugural rendition of this Taiwanese composition. I'm sure that a great many people are looking forward to this. I would like to take this opportunity to thank the NSO for representing Taiwan over the past 30 years and for putting on such stunning performances in venue after venue around the world. This has not only increased Taiwan's international visibility, but also inspired musical trends at home, encouraging more people to attend shows at concert halls. The NSO has also endeavored to nurture and discover more musical talent from the younger generation, frequently holding performances at schools and in rural areas. The seeds planted by you have extended their roots far and wide, giving people a richer and more diverse musical life. As Taiwan's National Symphony Orchestra, you have transported Taiwan's music and culture to so many places around the world. Let us continue to work together so that even more people may hear Taiwan's voice. Thank you.
接下来，请国家交响乐团新任音乐总监准马库尔跟大家说几句话。
Now we would like to invite the music director of the NSO, Maestro June Merkel, to deliver his remarks.
Madam President, the ministers, dear guests, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to express my gratitude for today's invitation. I'm honored to meet you and to show my admiration for Taiwan, a country which has welcomed me on many occasions. As a student, I have visited Taiwan already in 1979. I came to here to visit the Palace Museum, and I was immediately enchanted by the wonderful island and its wonderful people. Since 2018, I've been working with the National Symphony Orchestra, first as a guest conductor, later then as artistic advisor, and finally in my present job as music director. And my excitement and my motivation to work for you has grown year by year.
蔡总统、各位政府官员、各位女士、先生，非常感谢有这个机会表达今天受邀来到总统府的感激之意。很荣幸能与您们见面，当面表达我对台湾的钦佩。 台湾这个国家在我的生命中许多时刻都给了我非常温暖的欢迎。1979年的时候，我还是学生，当时就造访了故宫博物院，马上对这座美丽的岛屿以及其人民深深着迷。我从2018年开始在国家交响乐团服务，从一开始的客座指挥、艺术顾问，到现在成为音乐总监。我对这份工作的热情及动力每年不断的成长。
In the classical music world, Taiwan is a very good place. Here is great enthusiasm for music to be found, a solid support by the government. Thank you for this. There is some excellent concert venues and theaters in Taiwan, a high standard of orchestras and music education. And above all, we have an enormous potential of highly talented musicians. The insiders of classical music know all about this, but generally, Taiwan is more a secret treasure. And I want this wonderful place to be more known, showing the high level of music life to the world.
对古典音乐界来说，台湾是个非常理想的地方。人民热爱音乐，政府提供坚定支持，国内有很棒的音乐厅及表演中心，交响乐及音乐教育都有着非常高的水准。更重要的是，这里有许多充满天赋的音乐家，潜力无穷。古典音乐界的成员都非常清楚台湾的这些优势，但是对其他人来说，台湾还是个未被发掘的秘密瑰宝。我希望让更多人可以了解这个美好的地方，让全世界都看到台湾音乐表演的高超水准。
In order to create an inclusive concept for NSO's concert programming, I started to learn as much as I could about Taiwan, its history, culture, the nature, and the people. And I have already traveled to most parts of the island. I have met and made friends in different regions from different ethnic heritage, professions, background, and age. And I came to the conclusion that one aspect that makes Taiwan so unique is the great diversity. I deeply feel that this is one of the strongest points of your country and different from all neighbor Asian countries. This diversity is a pool of millions of different ideas, which are producing great flexibility, the chance to find solutions to any problem, a pool of creativity, and a permanent inspiration for visions into the future. Therefore, I'm really happy to see that the government is supporting diversity so much. My contribution to this process is that under the umbrella of the NSO, we are creating projects which will bring together people from different parts of Taiwan with different cultural and personal background. We are encouraging them to contribute ideas and to participate in projects which could make our world better today and tomorrow. I trust that the creative power of music and arts to enhance an active communication with the society, and this is far beyond arts, reaching out to many other disciplines, arts going to economy, science, sports, environment, and many other fields.
为了在国家交响乐团创造更具包容性的表演，我开始深入了解台湾的一切，包括历史、文化、自然以及人文。我已经旅行至台湾各地，在不同区域结交了许多朋友，他们来自不同族群，有着不同的职业背景及年纪。 我得到的结论是，台湾之所以特别，就是因为台湾多元。我认为这是台湾的强项之一，让台湾与邻近的亚洲国家不同。这里集结了好几百万种不同的想法，造就极大的弹性、解决问题的能力、创意的泉源，以及对未来远见的永存灵感。我非常高兴看到台湾的政府一直支持着这样的多元。而我在这之中所能做的贡献，就是在国家交响乐团之下发起各项计划，将台湾各地不同文化及背景的人才集结在一起，鼓励他们提出自己的想法，借由参与这些计划，让我们现在与未来的世界更加美好。我相信音乐与艺术的创意能量能强化社会中的积极对话，而且不仅是在艺术领域，还包括经济、科学、体育、环境等其他面向。
I'm also looking into the future and thinking about how Taiwan could look like in 10 years, 20 years, maybe even 50 years from today. And I'm giving all my trust to the young generation by supporting them. I'm convinced that we can enable them to develop the capability to face the strong challenges and chances ahead of us, and to master the task of building a better future. Our projects under the motto, The Next Generation, are dedicated to elevate the chances for a top-level artistic life in Taiwan. The young generation shall meet, learn how to work together, share their ideas, and develop new visions. Our all-Taiwan National Youth Symphony Orchestra, it's coming up, yes, is a melting pot of young, talented people from all over Taiwan, not only musicians, but from every part of society. We are also inviting musicians from Japan and Singapore to this youth orchestra, and this will help our young talents to create a network for their future work and life in Taiwan and internationally. This youth orchestra of outstanding quality, and nothing less is our aim, is also an ideal ambassador for Taiwan in the world.
放眼未来，我常思考台湾在10年、20年或50年之后会是什么样子。我将交付完全的信任给下个世代，支持年轻世代一定能够让他们发展出所需要的能力，来面对充满困难挑战及众多机会的未来，并肩负起打造美好未来的任务。我们目前有几项跟下个世代有关的计划，目标就是提升在台湾打造顶级艺术职涯的机会。年轻世代将能碰面，学习如何合作，分享想法，并创造新的洞见。我们的全台国家青年交响乐团就像个大熔炉，集结全台湾的年轻人才，不只是音乐家，而是来自整个社会各种背景的年轻人。我们也将邀请日本及新加坡的年轻音乐家参与，让这些年轻人才在台湾及国际建立未来职涯及人生的人脉网络。国家青年交响乐团致力追求卓越，作为台湾在国际上的大使，可以说是再适合不过了。
As Madam President kindly has mentioned, the National Symphony Orchestra will be touring to the United States in April, to Japan in May this year, and we are planning to go on tour to Europe next year. These tours will help to open doors, to find friends and establish good relationships for the country of Taiwan. It's much more than just music. Yes. And I'm very grateful for the government's support, which is crucial for us to undertake these projects.
就像刚才蔡总统所提到的，国家交响乐团将在4月启程到美国巡演，5月前往日本， 明年则计划赴欧洲巡演。这些行程将帮助我们创造更多的机会，让台湾结交更多朋友，深化友谊，确实是意义深远。我很感激有政府的支持，对计划的进行至为重要。
Let me conclude with a personal note about what I have seen and learned during the years working here. I strongly believe in the great human potential of the people of Taiwan. My task is help finding ways to further develop this potential by building bridges between people and encouraging the young generation. This is something music and arts can do in a particular positive and successful way. And I'm proud and very grateful that you, Madam President, the ministers and our guests are giving me and the National Symphony Orchestra your strong and important support. Thank you very much.
请让我以这几年在台湾工作的所见所闻以及学习做最后的总结。我深深相信台湾人民拥有巨大的潜力，而我的任务就是寻找各种方式，建立人际间的桥梁，并且给予年轻世代更多的鼓励，继续开发这样的潜能。这是音乐以及艺术尤其能以正向而且成功的方式做到的事情。我很高兴，也很感激总统以及各位政府官员愿意给予我以及国家交响乐团如此关键的强力支持。谢谢。
谢谢准马寇尔总监。为了欢迎国家交响乐团来到总统府，总统特别准备了精美礼物送给大家，请准马寇尔总监代表大家接受礼物。
Thank you, Maestro Merkel. The President has prepared special gifts to welcome members of the NSO to the presidential office. We would like to invite Maestro Merkel to represent the NSO in receiving these gifts.
礼品是由台湾在地工匠以原住民的编织藤篮为灵感，使用再生玻璃手工打造而成的杯盘礼盒，精致优雅、美观实用。谢谢大家。
Thank you very much.